Muy buenas a todos, aquí seguimos en los Colmillos de Galawain y vamos a continuar, ¿vale? Donde lo dejamos en el capítulo anterior, que era explorando, pues evidentemente la fortaleza. Tenemos cositas que investigar, tenemos pues que iniciar, así que bueno, vamos a darle una vueltilla a este castillaco.
Outsiders in the halls Nandru built himself. Madness.
Aquí tenemos pues cultivos. O sea, aquí a coger. Vamos a hablar con el ingeniero.
Ah, the infamous Ediran envoy. I'd heard of your resemblance to our illustrious founder, but I'd hardly believe it if I weren't seeing it for myself. The monks tell us that Nandru had a special connection to the land, a sense for where to find things. I wonder if you share it. And perhaps Solace is in luck. Our hunters can track beetles, birds, and boars, but do you know what the most elusive quarry in the tusks is? It's water, of course. And yet you'd never know it from the way the councillors fuss. It's all traditionalist, tradition that. There's always been a problem with it. Chiefly that it tastes of rotten zorip eggs. But no one can be bothered to fix it. Find the scouts I already sent to fix the problem, if you please. There's an old godless aqueduct system in Slumbering Fields, far to the southwest. I sent a team to start repairs, but I haven't heard from them.
How is it possible to lose them? Godless aqueducts aren't exactly easy to miss.
I doubt they had trouble finding the aqueducts, but something must have detained them. And acknowledge that someone else came here before us and built something worth preserving? That's Pargroon pride for you. I call it damn fool stubbornness, since we're all friends. But now that a steady water supply is a bigger concern than cultural pride, the next problem is finding my team. They were supposed to work on the section just north of the southern guard tower. You probably passed it when you entered the Tusks.
Vale. Buscar equipo de expedicionarios desaparecidos. Vale. Será de lo primero que hagamos. Tenemos aquí misiones también de recompensa. Y los expedicionarios desaparecidos. ¿Dónde están? Aquí. Lo haremos ahora, vale, iremos también a matar a este máster que está por aquí, ya que es la zona de abajo, lo haremos lo primero. Pero vamos a seguir avanzando, ya que tenemos que hablar con el consejo.
What am I going to do? Oh, good, someone's come along. I can't believe the only person that stopped is an outsider. Will you help me, please?
¿Qué necesitas?
Ugh, my hammer. One of the smiths down below sold it to me, and I'm not likely to get such a fine one again. But with all the construction going on here, still, I slipped and dropped it. I think it's somewhere down there. Do you think you can find it, Oh, Murti, you are a lifesaver. I'll wait right here.
Vale, pues se le ha caído la mujer, ahora lo buscamos. Bueno, podemos tirarnos por aquí. Ahí está. Y voy a dar toda la vuelta atrás para subir. Le damos un martillito. Previo de pillar estas cositas. Está guapo, como cae el agua. Me parece que hay algo ahí. ¿En qué momento llevo yo una varita? What? vale, aquí, ahí no había nada. Vale.
You're back! Did you find my hammer? Ah, you have done me a great service, Amakul. Murti, envoy. May your kindness be repaid swiftly.
Vale, pues ya está. Hemos completado esta quest, que era fácil.
Or does everything look suspiciously like a nail?
Vale, por ahí tenemos otro camino. Cervecita, agua fresca. Esta puerta está tapiada. Vamos a probar por aquí a ver qué hay. Cofre. Y un grimorio.
I hope no one sees me like.
¿Qué le pasa a esta mujer?
Who let you in here? What do you want? No, of course not. Who am I kidding? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods. All the shops only have cheap goods. I deserve better than that. Just leave me. Oh, and don't get anything dirty on your way out. Who let you in here? What do you want? No, of course not. Who am I kidding? I must live, no, suffer in squalor now. Unfortunately, none of the merchants in the keep have things that live up to my tastes. But as long as Mihala continues to shun the rest of the lands, we must make do with an ever-shrinking supply of true goods. No one suffers as I do. Just leave me. Oh, and don't get anything dirty on your way out.
Bueno, de momento no se puede hacer nada con esta chica, que está como asqueada de la vida. Vamos a continuar. Aquí tenemos al párroco.
Time has shown that
Hola,
we
buenas.
are- Move along, outsider. Consultation hours are... Oh my. No, of course not. What can I do for one such as yourself? Our beloved founder. Nandru sought to create a sanctuary in the deadliest part of the island. He called it Solace. Many believe Nandru was led here by a spirit guardian of some kind. Others believe he was simply an excellent judge of location. Regardless, many of his traditions remain in place to this day, while others may have fallen by the wayside. He was compassionate, eccentric, and charismatic. He knew how to draw out the best in his people, a true leader. Tradition says that when he knew his life was ending, he sought quiet solitude, knowing his work here was complete. Not a word of tradition, spoken or written, speaks ill of our founder. It is perhaps the only thing on which we all agree. If you ask these absolute Zarips, they'd say not at all. I maintain that our solace is more in Sorina's vision than Nandru's. Our founder envisioned a safe place for all who reside or explore in the Tusks. An admirable goal, certainly. Sorina's vision was more about safety for the people already within Solace. Outsiders be damned. Blessed Sorina. She led Solace's rise from the ashes centuries ago, when an attack breached the walls and ruined our keep. She was a forceful and diligent leader who oversaw the rebuilding of the keep and established new traditions to keep us safe. Many, myself included, believe her traditions conflicted with Nandru's, which were more suited to a solace in peacetime. If you ask about the tilled ground made for growing plants, no. Very few here have that knowledge. But Nandru did speak of a garden from time to time. He created the Wardens of Solace to oversee that garden specifically. No one can say for sure what the garden meant to him, for none has set foot there. I fear I cannot help you beyond that. What more can I do to enlighten you? All philosophy is controversial here. Thoughts that do not challenge tradition might as well be tradition themselves. We pass on the oral histories of Solace and seek to uncover those historical knowledge we have lost over time. In return, the unenlightened Getuli of Solace curse, spit, and throw objects at us. It is truly a symbiotic relationship.
Vale, pues esta mujer nos ha contado ahí un poco la historieta. Ok.
As sure as you banish the entropy from our lives, may your exile be brief, and your throne recluse.
Nandru looked to Wodoka for inspiration when he created the traditions and laws of Solace.
Vamos a hablar con este comerciante.
You must be the outsider I've heard so much about, yes? I am pleased to meet you.
Bolty? Is that you?
Marius? Won't the Commandant be surprised? What can I do for Solace's most fascinating guests? I am an attendant of the Council of Solace. I do whatever they ask of me, frankly. Currently, it is my honor to watch over the Shrine of Wodoka and keep it as pristine as the goddess herself.
You mean it's your honor to stay where the Council can keep an eye on you? The way I heard it, Bolty had a reputation for taking things from the armory and selling them to traders for a profit.
I paid my debt to Solace. I have changed.
Yeah, well, the Council is keeping you close by, just in case you haven't.
Good to see you.
Bueno, como es un sinvergüencilla, vamos a ver qué vende. Vale, vende mapa de tesoro. Y pociones, ¿vale? Vamos a vender cosas que le tengo que vender porque tenemos un montón de cosas. Vale, pues tenemos que ahorrar para esa... Para esa adra que vende. Parece que de momento no hay más, ¿no?
So you're the outsiders my guards led you to the keep. Sucker. Now I'm going to have to deal with Kazmin. And you're accompanied by a deserter.
There's the Joffrey I know. Still calling your parents by their first names.
Yes, I am. Every time I visit them. You should try it sometime. If you have a complaint, can it wait? I'm already dealing with enough. I don't care who you are. Unless the council has approved it, no outsiders are allowed in the keep. And now one of my wardens has let you in. Mihala is going to ream me for this. That's because none of this is my job. Not really. Mihala ordered me to take over for our Captain Petru until he comes back, but it's been weeks and no one's heard anything. Not one I wanted. This post has been exhausting. Mihala said it was council business, but there's nothing in his office. No journal, nothing. One of my wardens, Mina, is convinced something happened to him, but I don't have the time or resources to spare. Would you? That would take a load off of me. The council might even thank you for it. Talk to Mina. She's been distraught since Petru disappeared, so I've relieved her of her duties. I can't have one of my wardens like this, drunk and useless. She's likely over in the bar, drowning her sorrows. If there's anything to know about Petru, she'd know it.
We ran into Petru in Emerald Stair. What has he got?
Vale,
Make it quick.
pues tenemos que buscar a la chica para hablar con ella.
Little grubbly. Oh, my dear. It's been so
Parece que por aquí hay como algo que suena. Ah, mira lo que está aquí. Es una llave. La llave de Petru. Está todo tapiado, menos esta puerta. Vamos a hablar con este, a ver.
No, I couldn't possibly. It's too precious. Safe.
Vale, ya vemos al diario. Como loco el tío, ¿no? Vale, vamos a investigar en el otro lado. Le quitamos la comida por la cara, entonces sujeta ahí.
What do you want? Depends on what you care about. There's a bounty board you can check if you need coin. I heard something about the trade caravan, but I've yet to see hide nor hair of them. And Mina here's been blubbering for a while, if you're really desperate for something to do. But that's all I've got. So, what do you want? Suit yourself.
Vale. Vale, por aquí habíamos venido. Ah, no. Son nuevos. Este es el maestro. Esta es la forja.
I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place. Seems like you know a thing or two. Good. We don't have to pretend it doesn't get smoky and loud in here. Some people see a dirty forge and think we're lazy. The Smith of Magrin knows that's far from the truth. I am Forge Master Della. Recently, Appointed, I should add. Old Master Tassa passed away, and the council appointed me.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. Turns out death comes for us all. Surprised me, too. You know how things work. 1 minute you're being praised for your work, and the next, you're pulled into management. I suppose that's true. I'm not anyone's cousin or future in-law, so I can't think of any other reason. You came down here for a reason. What can I do for you? I know. A shrine to Abaddon in a forge. How unique. What can I do for you? Did he now? And what exactly is Abaddon's shiny beard? That's star metal! These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else forge master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it! The heat of the flowing lava. The feeling of power as you shape metal to your liking. The rush of adrenaline when an errant spark lights your beard aflame. The burn of sore muscles that have worked the hammer for hours. The rhythmic tune the metal sings as you work it. The question you should be asking is, what can't I do with it? I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. Simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal archivist. Now that sounds like a proper challenge. May Abaddon guide my hand, and this trial be worthy of Magrin's attention.
Huh. At least your enemies will see a gorgeous weapon. Before you kill them, of course.
Here it is. A firearm unlike any other. I call it the Moonstrike Arquebus, for it will strike your enemies as fiercely as Abaddon's hammer struck the falling moon. You are most welcome, outsider. However, this material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a blade unlike any other. Though with more star metal, I may be able to upgrade the Moonstrike Arquebus a bit more. Certainly. I look forward to seeing what else I can do with this metal.
This ought to be good.
It is done. I call it the Meteor Blade. Never before has anything I've crafted held such a wicked edge. Thank you for your kind words, outsider. I will take them to heart.
Vale, pues nos ha creado dos armas épicas. Tenemos esta armadura bastante buenísima que deberíamos de conseguir. Me parece muy pepina, pero cuesta 80.000 y es calidad legendaria. Guanteletes de evolución. Y aquí nos vende un poquito de hadras. Vale, vamos a probar nuestro nuevo equipo. Hemos conseguido una nueva espada. Que es la hoja meteórica. Hace un poquito menos de daño que la rascacaballos. Y es una espada de una mano. Vale, que se puede acompañar de un escudo. Y luego tenemos el arcabuz este, que hace 300 de daño. Ojo. Yo creo que ni vendiéndole todas las armaduras que tengo consigo los 80.000, ¿eh? Porque mira, tendría que venderle... Pues esta me da 6.000. Tenemos que venderle 8 escudos de estos, 10 escudos, y nos daría nos daría para la armadura. Bueno, momento que venderle la morralla.
What can I...
Vale, tenemos aquí otra quest, ¿no? La marca como por ahí.
Outsider. Fanny, what do you want? You need something? Never once, and now that I have, I can't say I care for it. Leave our keep and our garden be. That's all I'll say on that.
Vale, este hombre lleva una... Bueno, aquí hay un escudo de 73.000. Joder, de locos. ¿Y esto qué es? Este mapa adquiere la ubicación de fragmentos del tótem divino. Vamos a pillar esto para los fragmentos del tótem divino de Galawain. Vale, ahora ya tenemos esas armaduras de escamas. Y ya tenemos activado lo de los ubicaciones del tótem. Vamos a hablar con esta chica un momento.
Anything to report? Be safe out there.
Ah, mira, aquí tenemos otra quest, ¿no?
We've taken to calling it the
Para
school
coger,
here.
vale.
Not sure when it started or who is the
Y
plan, but their name.
voy a ver si subo por aquí a la rampa.
If we open our gates, we will talk about this later. A guest.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. Our order has survived the threat of these lands for hundreds of years. Wardens patrol the region day and night. There's no danger in the tusks that can catch us unawares.
They nearly destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind. There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, Envoy?
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The Envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
The godlike are gone.
There's at least one left, and he's standing right in front of you.
Perhaps you are what you say, but it does not matter. We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. That is what your supposed steel garrote must be in the tusks to find, isn't it? I fear you and they will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Envoy, be practical. You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius? Don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Right. I warned you they'd be useless. Or maybe I didn't, but I thought about it. You'd be better off tracking the steel garrote. At least they're not useless bureaucrats.
And I thought Vidara was infuriating.
Vale, vamos a... Antes de irnos a cotillear por si hubiera alguna cosa por aquí. Alguna pistija. Esto nos viene bien guardárnoslo en el diario.
Still lingering, Adiran? Good.
Si me la caro. Vale, no puedo. Tengo que encontrar la llave de esta piba. Ahí guarda algo interesante.
Envoy.
Ok.
I just wanted a word before you went on your way. No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. I am a realist, as I suspect are you. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Mihala would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths fighting the Stilgarot. She does not care about how the situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care. Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your Sunday mind?
I I understand ridding yourselves of the keep, but to help the Steel Garrote... disgusting.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Steel Garrote in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people. I am a realist, as I told you. If that is treachery, then I shall proudly bear the title Traitor. Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. You are driven by a singular purpose. I admire your ferocity, Envoy, that you would readily kill your own. In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also... Well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius. Because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. They are to the north of Solace Keep, along the main road. And beware, if my warden's reports are accurate, there are a considerable number of Zarips between here and there. Look for Elder Grigor at the archives. He should be able to give you a full accounting. I pray nothing terrible has happened. Thank you for this, Envoy. You are more than the villains your people are made out to be.
Bueno, tenemos este tío malo. Vamos a ver qué nos cuenta esta.
Still lingering, Adiren?
Chivo.
I'd watch your tongue, Envoy. Slandering a council member is not going to get you far. But talk, Envoy. Envoy, I understand your people are in awe of the Steel Garrote, but we have no fear of them here. Let them come. We will put them in their place if they step out of line.
Try not to waste my time, envoy. Some of us have real work to do.
Gracias, gilipollas.
Still lingering, Adieren? Good.
Esta tía es tontísima, nomás que el otro le haga la pirula. Es muy tonta. Pues nada, vámonos. Vale, vamos a descansar y os espero en el próximo capítulo.